Lesson 57, Possession and Giving. Hello and welcome to this lesson. Today, we are going to talk about possession and giving, the words we use to talk about what people own, the people connected with ownership, and the verbs we use for giving and distributing. This is very practical vocabulary for everyday situations. So, let us get started. Possession. First, let us look at words related to possession. All his possessions were destroyed in the terrible fire. This means everything he owned. Do not leave any of your belongings here. We have had a few thefts recently. Belongings refers to smaller things like a bag, camera, or coat, and it is always plural. Estate in the singular can mean a big area of private land and the buildings on it, or all of someone's wealth upon death. For example, they live on a housing estate, an area containing a large number of houses or apartments built close together at the same time. She owns a huge estate in Scotland, meaning land and buildings. And after his death, his estate was calculated at 10 million euros, meaning all his wealth. Property, uncountable, is used in a general sense for houses, land, and so on. For example, he is only 14. He is too young to own property. However, a property countable is a specific building or piece of land. For example, she owns some valuable properties in the town center. Words for people connected with ownership. Now, let us look at words for people connected with ownership. The proprietor of this restaurant is a friend of mine. This is used for shops, businesses, and so on, and it is formal. The less formal word is owner. The landlord has put the rent up. This is the owner of rented property. Do you own this house? No, we are just tenants. We rent it. He inherited a big house in the country when his parents died. This means he became the owner after someone's death. Giving. Now, let us look at verbs connected with giving. The river provides the village with water, or provides water for the village. The verb supplies can also be used in a similar way. For example, Jake's Ltd supplies our school with paper and other items. This is often used in selling contexts. It gives me pleasure to present you with this gift from us all. This means to give something formally. His parents supported him while he was at college, but now he is independent. This means they gave him money or help. The school restaurant caters for 500 people every day. This means it looks after the needs of 500 people. That uncle of mine who died left £3,000 to an animal shelter. This means he gave it in his will. When she died, she donated all her books to the library. This is used for large gifts to institutions. I am running a marathon next week for a cancer charity. Will you sponsor me? This means give money if I complete the race. Phrasal verbs connected with giving. Finally, let us look at some phrasal verbs connected with giving. When I left the job, I had to hand over the keys to my office to the new person. This means to give them to someone else. I did not really want to let go of my bike, but I had no money, so I had to sell it. This means to release it or give it up. The people from the charity handed out, or gave out, stickers for everyone to wear. This means they distributed them. I had a banjo once, but I gave it away. This means I gave it free to someone. This vase has been handed down from generation to generation in my family. This means it has been passed from older to younger family members. Finally, you have been allocated room 24. Here is your key. Allocated means assigned or given to you. So, that is our lesson on possession and giving. These words, phrasal verbs, and expressions will help you talk about ownership, giving, and distribution with greater precision and confidence.